Here's a short video of the router that I have to sell. Around here I'm going to show you where the power panel is and control box that operates it. And here is the computer with turbo CNC. I have a file loaded ready to cut. All I have to do is go over here, we'll turn the router on, come back to the computer, and all we have to do is hit enter, and the router will start cutting the file. I've got it set up to cut at 75 inches a minute, which is plenty fast to cut this. I'm cutting it in a piece of 1/4 inch plywood to show how good the router will cut wood. Generally I cut in foam, but here we're just going to see what it does doing it in plywood. What I'll probably do in a minute is to actually cut off the video camera, because this file is about 8 minutes long. It's kind of a long file to look at. The plywood that I'm cutting is not very flat, so it's probably not going to do a real good depth cut. But it's just something I had laying around the shop. Here's a shot of the Y-axis and the screwdriver with an anti-kickback nut. That way you do not have to do any type of adjustment for slopping your drive. Around here we're going to look at the Z-axis. If you look, the actual Z-axis is operating on a bearing, so there's no pressure or strain on the stepper motor. It's all on the bearing, the weight of it. Here's a shot of foam that's been cut out on it, just to show you what's been used for. Here's a shot of the X bearing unit and slide. I'm going to see if I can get down and get a shot of the router bearing. Oh, bit. Alright, I'm going to turn off the camera and actually turn it back on when the file is just about finished to show how it completes and goes back to its home position. Into the cut file now, so I'll finish recording to show you what it does. It'll go back to home when you're through cutting. This is cutting 1/4 inch plywood with no problem. I'm sure it would cut 3/8. But if I went any higher than that, I'd say you might have to do multi-passes with it. It's finished its cut, now it's going back home. And we'll stop. Right there, it went back home. So I turned the router off. And it's through with its cut. Here's a shot of the finished piece with all the cuts, all the way through, knockout tabs. If you notice down here, and even dado didn't cut all the way through on the landing gear notches, but that just shows you how precise the router is.